Y'all, we've been saying it, and I'm telling you, something is changing. Bill Maher, freaking John Fetterman, everything. The narrative is shifting away from the Democrats on the whole Iran push the buttons thing going on right now. Because my God, the military prowess and the success level is off the charts, hard to ignore, and just like we talked about, everyone's kind of saying the quiet part out loud. This is going to be a big one, and I need you to send it out because this is a very important piece of content that we're making. Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, turn the notification bell on if you enjoy some truth in your life. Everything's sourced in the description box below. And of course, we're saving the country together while we do it and share it. So please take advantage of that share button. It's free and it's not going to like itself. Okay, let's get this. You can follow me on X at Braden if you'd like. Let's dive right into this, guys. I'm telling you, something is happening. So in the first 8 days, it's the initial shock. It's the initial, oh my God, what's happening? Well, the fog of war. Oh, everything's going crazy. Democrats go to their position of freaking out. The conservatives, Republicans are trying to get their grounding and feet and footing and figuring out what's going on. And the rest of the world also either gets on board or doesn't. Well, they all got on board. In fact, every single country in that area got on board, and they were asking for coordinates so they could get a punch in. Okay? This is what's happening in the United States. This is the most important pivotal issue right now, right here. U.S. Senator John Fetterman. Why do Democrats now universally condemn what achieves a top, long-standing Democratic priority? And I've shown you a bunch of these clips too, but it kind of hits different when John Fetterman reposts things from ABC News from 2015. Hillary Clinton says she will not hesitate to take military action in Iran, attempts to get nuclear weapon. Well, that seems familiar. How about Kamala Harris says Iran is the greatest adversary of the U.S. Democratic presidential candidate says preventing Iran from acquiring a nuclear weapon is one of her top priorities. Y'all, how is that possible? How could they have such strong convictions, and then when Donald Trump does it, and the American military is unleashed, unlike it's been unleashed in my lifetime easily, all of a sudden, they don't care anymore. And now it's bad. It's really bad. Isn't that weird? It's so odd. Because remember, they started immediately with Iran was no threat to us. They've been a threat to us for the last 30 years, according to Democrat politicians and presidential candidates. But now when Donald Trump eliminates that threat, it's no longer an issue. In fact, Donald Trump was very, very bad. It's almost like TDS took over. All right, I got even more stuff for you guys. But before I do, I want to show you the exclusive limited time design shirt that we are rocking right now. Hell is freezing all over the place, which is why we have brought to the table Hell's Parkas. This is the shirt that we designed to really bring awareness to all the freezing that's going on in hell. Because when hell freezes over, we're ready. This is a limited time design shirt. There's a link in the description box below. You can not only look great while you kick the lefties directly in the shins, you can also save all the shipping if you get orders over $50. And you get a discount if you're one of those site members and support us consistently monthly. This is something that funds the channel, and honestly, it's just a good looking shirt. And the front is just as awesome. I've shown you in other videos. More on that later. Link in the description. This won't be around long, so get it if you're gonna get it. Okay, let's dive right into the main point of what I want to show you. Bill Maher. Bill Maher is not known as a Republican or a conservative, but he does speak for the people in the middle, the Democrats who are pissed at the far left for taking over the Democrat Party. Watch this. There's multiple clips. This is going to be something you're going to want to send out. Here we go. Take it away, Bill.
War. Did you hear about that thing? We bombed Iran, and it's going on. Now, have you expected me to say I hate it? I don't. Sorry. When he puts boots on the ground, yeah, then I'll hate it. Now, I know too many happy Iranian Americans. Sorry. And
just want to highlight a real quick point. You notice the audience is an extremely liberal Bill Maher audience, and they're clapping for that? Because everybody feels this way. The only people who are espousing opposition to this crap are two groups of people. One, the far left liberals who are losing their collective minds about anything that Donald Trump touches. Again, see previous episodes where I've said if he cured cancer, they'd be pissed that it's losing healthcare jobs. Okay? I mean, let's be honest, that's reality. And then the other group is the panicans, the chicken littles, the doom loopers who nonstop just perpetually complain about everything going on the right side of the spectrum. This is a long-standing problem. It's been here for 40 years. They've been threatening to kill us since my parents were my age, since I was born, since I now have children. These people have been telling us they're going to kill us because we're the great Satan. You know what? FAFO. Where's my buttons? But anyway, let's get right back to this, because this is very important.
You cannot name one horrible thing that has happened in the Middle East in the last 50 years and not connect it to this fascist theocracy. They're like 6 degrees of they don't eat bacon. And it's popular. I mean, Iranians all over the world are doing the Trump dance. Have you seen that? The whole world is jerking off 2 guys at once now. It's amazing, yeah.
You know, a little crass, but not wrong. The only people who are still left opposing this are the political opposition to Donald Trump, the Democrats in the United States Congress and Senate. Or rather, the House and Senate, the Congress collectively. Yo, you have to understand what this is. This is a removal of a thorn that has been in everyone's side in the region, globally, everywhere. That is what you're looking at. There's a reason that every single country, NATO, every single country is like, yeah, that's probably a good idea. Let's just go ahead and take that chess piece off the board. The only people who are in opposition to this are the Democrats because they don't like Trump. If Bill Clinton had done it, if Barack Obama had done it, if Joe Biden had gotten up in the morning, they would have cheered all 3 of these things. But it's not about the end result. It's about the fact that Donald Trump did it because they are rewiring the entire system away from the democratic global world order. More on that coming later. But anyway, let's keep on going. There's even more stuff I got to talk to you guys about. How about a little trap that Bill Maher just laid for Adam Schiff, and he walks right into it looking like the buffoon that he is. Watch this.
This statement from the administration: the president had the constitutional authority to direct the use of military force because he could reasonably determine that such use of force was in the national interest. That's too vague for you?
Totally vague.
Okay, because that's from Obama about Libya.
Well, Obama made the argument initially that he could go into Syria without an authorization. I and many others pushed back on that argument. Ultimately, he did not go forward with going after Assad, even though Assad was gassing his own people, because he thought he might lose the vote in Congress. But I respect the fact that that was important to him, and the fact that he did not have the support of Congress meant that we weren't going to go forward.
Dodge, dodge, trap, trap, trap detected, trap detected. I walked into it. Oh crap, start rambling. Yeah, because you immediately assume that that was Donald Trump's administration. Bill Maher simply lays out the fact that you're a fraud and a hypocrite. Because, let's face it, you're Adam Schiff. Nobody likes you. But even Bill Maher can pick out these extremely obvious things. I've played clips of Hillary Clinton. I've played clips of Nancy Pelosi. It's the easiest thing in the world. But yet they still stand steadfast in their absolute TDS. He just walked into a bear trap and everyone knows it. Please send this stuff out. Because this is how you defeat this monster. You just shine God's spotlight right on it. All right, here we go. That's the sun, by the way. Oh, I'm feeling kind of spicy. Oh, look, another opportunity where Bill Maher skewered Adam Schiff. Watch this.
Yeah, there were celebrations. When Saddam fell, there were celebrations. 20 years later, not so many celebrations.
Talking about Iraq.
20 years later, Iraq is actually in a pretty good place.
Well,
people don't talk about that. Iraq is a much better country than it was. I'm not saying it was the right thing to do. Maybe it was, maybe it wasn't. But that kind of goes unnoticed, that Iraq is not a failed state anymore. They actually have elections. They have opposition parties. They have a media.
Don't you think they got better after we left? Because when we were there, it certainly was not.
Right, but it would still be torture rooms and Saddam Hussein and his kids would be in charge right now.
There would be thousands of Americans beginning.
This is the whole point. And come here, please hear me on this. I'm going to make a short out of this. Katie is going to go a ham on this one. They could find a reason to complain about ice cream because it was too cold. And here's what I mean about that. They only look for things to bash America. America is the great evil. It is the great inequity. It is the great thing that makes all horrible things happen because it was built on horrible things. And therefore, since that's my mind view, my worldview, and I'm Don Lemon or I'm Adam Schiff, we have to have a victim and therefore we have to destroy the United States because they are the oppressor and we need victims for our own voting class. That's what you're looking at right here. And the reason that it's particularly disgusting, and Bill Maher does a really good job of it, is Well, is it a better place than we were there? They had torture rooms, and his sons would be in charge of the whole country. Yeah, because all you want to do is complain. This is why I say the liberals and leftists are all in eye roll. That's exactly what they are. They will find a reason to be unhappy about anything. Hey, they don't have torture rooms anymore. They don't have an autocratic regime built on theocracy and torture. Oh, well, but America's mean. Shut up. They have elections, they have a media, they have a free press. Shut up. And the sooner that more people just start rolling their eyes at these absolute negative Nancy dimwits all the time, the more they'll stop. But anyway, let's continue. We got even more stuff for you around that whole Iran thing. Hey, you guys know that whole thing that they were going to destroy us and the entire world was going to end and it was going to be game over, that game over man straight out of Alien. That's the ballistic missiles and drone count in 8 days of kinetic action by the United States. Immaculate military. You're looking at 15 ballistic missiles have been launched, going down from 350 on day 1. Day 1 drones, 294. Day 8, 12. Yeah, please, lefties and liberals and Democrats, tell me how the military is not doing an amazing job. We don't have any boots on the ground. I don't know how you're going to shut down the Strait of Hormuz when you can only get 8 missiles off the freaking ground and it's still declining. They're deploying new technology never seen before. We're kicking their ass from the freaking Fertile Crescent all the way to the Red Sea. It's a thing. Anyway, I just thought that'd be interesting, guys. Let me know what you think in the comments below. I'll see you on the next one. I'm Braden. Later.